Hey guys, it's one of those days. As you can see, I haven't even showered yet. We have one team, one mission tonight. But I just wanted to talk to you and just share with you a little bit about finding your momentum and finding your drive. I was thinking today about what is that secret sauce? Why is it that some people are more successful than others? We all have the tools. There are plenty of videos out there on Instagram. Jade Hooper is somebody that you can check out. And I'm guilty. I haven't had the time to really sit down and digest and do my education piece on how to build a successful business on Instagram. But there's lots of tools and tricks that you can do. You can Google it. So many people want to share their information. And so many people post tips on how to build your business on Facebook. Posting 3 times a day. Jade Hooper coined it, I guess, that 3-3 rule. 3 business posts a day, 3 personal posts a day. So think about morning, noon, and night making a business post. Just being consistent. We talk about that all the time, about being consistent with your business and posting and letting people know what you have. So if you want to build your business on social media, there's tools and there's information out there. You just have to be consistent, and that is the key. You cannot post about this business 2 or 3 times a week for your first week in the company and then say it doesn't work. If that's how you're building your business and that's the only way that you are getting the word out, that's not going to cut it. And no, you are not going to be successful. So if that's how you're looking to do it, get with your sponsor. If that's me, get with me. Let's work on it. Let's do our due diligence too and do homework. I can direct you to some places that you can go and get some extra information. We post stuff all the time on the team page. Check on your team page. Google it. There's so much out there to do. You just have to create the time, make the time, and get to work. That's all there is to it. You have to get to work. You have to decide what you want and that you want this to work for you and make it happen. Because it's not that this business can work for some of us. It's not that there's a small percentage of people that can do this business and the rest of us are SOL. That is not the case. I love it when I see these people post these negative remarks on Facebook, or they like to do these blogs about how this company doesn't work and only a select few can do it, because I know that they didn't apply themselves. That's all there is to it. They did not get down and get to work and figure it out. So doing that, if you want to build your business through face-to-face networking, there's so many things out there. You can listen to any of the calls. They're all recorded in the files about how to generate leads. We have it. Facebook, social media, Instagram, same thing, right? Blitzing, doing vendor events, doing wrap parties. So many things out there to share and to let people know what you have. But it really all circles back to you. And if you're going to figure it out and you're going to actually do it, you need to give yourself some time in this company. When we started, I looked at Denise Walsh, my sponsor, and I said, I am going to dedicate 3 years to this. Because I know from personal experience of my husband being a chiropractor and owning his own practice, that you are not going to turn a profit in a matter of minutes, days, weeks, sometimes even months, depending on the business that you have. But you can with it works, because the second that you join the team, you can get to work, you can get started, and nobody's going to hold you back. So getting to work is one piece of the pie. It's one piece of the puzzle, so to speak. The other thing that really came to my mind was having a love for this company. Having a love for the products, having a love for the opportunity to change everything for yourself. I went to a women's night at church, and we had one of the gals, one of our friends, got up and spoke, and she talked about getting in the Word. She just, if I kind of derail you on the whole Christianity piece. I'm sorry, but this is such a beautiful analogy in my mind. But she talked about getting into the Word. In the Bible, if you have a problem, you can get into the Word. You can open up the Bible, and there is print for you to follow, steps for you to take, wisdom for you to soak in, so that you can go ahead and change that situation. You can find some insight into that. And we have that with this business. If you are having problems, if you need wisdom, we have things that you can go to and you can get the answer. We have the steps to success. And the other thing, when she talked about, being a Christian and just being in love with Jesus, catch that fire for him, right? Like, do you want to just have your whole being filled with that love, right? So why don't you fall in love with It Works? Let that permeate into your soul, into your whole being. Fall in love with this company. Love what it has to offer you. Love the products that we have and the things that we can do for you. Love your team. Be in fellowship. Get in community. Make friends with other distributors. Make friends with your team. If you don't have a team, and unfortunately sometimes things happen with our own teams, find somebody else within this community. And I suggest find somebody that's doing a little bit better than you, because you become the people that you hang out with, right? Find those people that can give you that wisdom and just that surrounding, and those people that catch the whole vision, that immerse themselves into the culture. Get to events. I was talking to a newer distributor today, and she's kind of iffy about the business. She's been with it, but she's hasn't had the experience that she really wanted. And granted, she's only been with the company a couple months, and she's also has other time constraints. So she certainly isn't putting into this business what I put into this business in the beginning, and that's okay. I'm not judging that at all. I'm just saying that's her situation. But when you start a new business, when you start a new job, you have training, right? So you go to a new job, typically, let's just give it a 9 to 5 parameter, Monday through Friday. You're immersed in that culture, in that community, in that environment, 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. So you spend a good chunk of your life, really, if you think about it, at work. When you start It Works, how much of your time do you spend with it? Are you spending 9 to 5, Monday through Friday? You don't have to. That's the cool thing. But just think about if you could immerse yourself in the culture maybe 10 hours a week, okay? Getting on calls, plugging into other people, watching videos, getting to events. If you have a local leader or team members that are putting together trainings or getting together for work days, as long as those days are productive and you're actually working, go do it. Be a part of it. Rub elbows with those people, get immersed into the culture, fall in love with what this business has to offer you. I think that is the missing piece that so much of us are missing. I mean, I see people get into this business and post a couple posts and they're done. Or say they want it, but then they don't do anything to get it. Be a part of the community. Be a part of the company. Listen, plug in, do your due diligence, do your homework, and get the word out. Open your mouth. People are not going to buy from you or join your team if you post 2 or 3 times a week. They're not going to know. They're not going to think you're serious. I have had people approach me and want to join the team and say that they heard about it from somebody else, or that they saw somebody else doing it, but they didn't think they were serious. They knew that they were just doing it part-time, which doing it part-time is fine, but you don't have to let your excitement be part-time. You can work this business part-time, but have full-time excitement, and that is what's going to draw people into what you have by sharing it consistently, persistently, and being excited. Just be on fire for this company and just fall in love with the culture and the community. Get to the things that you can get to. Plug into the people that you can plug into, and just keep that laser focus. You guys have this opportunity in front of you to change your life. I promise you. I mean, for us, when we started, I never imagined that we would both be full-time hands-on parents, that we'd be able to quit our jobs, or that we would pay off our home. And I mean, my gosh, when we bought this house 6 months before we started It Works. I don't know if we would have been able to keep this house because we went a little bit over our price range at the time because, of course, we walked into it and emotion took over and we fell in love with it, right? So when you join this company, sometimes you've let emotion take over. So let that emotion take over and build and make it yours. Own it. So, guys, I love you. Just keep doing what you're doing. Let's change things. In the last quarter of the year, you can do it and really set yourself up for success come January because, you know, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, we start coming back into that busy momentum series. And just don't take your foot off the gas and you will own this. There were people at Dash that made it to ambassador in 13 months. Are you the next person that can do something like that? I think you are.